Good morning. Good morning, Cairo. How are you today, love? How are you today? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, PK. Good morning again, dear. Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. We'll get this popping in a little bit here and see what's happening. See what's going on. The overload in the hummingbird ass was real. Yes. Yes. Good morning, Jean. Good morning. Welcome in. That's hilarious, Cairo. But don't here's the thing. You know what journey you're on. You know that things will happen when they're meant to happen. Don't get caught up on your expectations of talking to them right away or any, there was times when my twin and I didn't talk for a couple of years. It would be like everything was blocked. There were so many blockages there. But at the end of the day, you're still, it comes back around when it's meant to. There you'll see that. You'll see that. So don't get caught up in that. You need to focus on like doing things for you and being happy doing things for you. The most important thing in anybody's life is, to have that self-care and self-love. And once you're secure in you and you feel that it's different. If everything will come to you, what's meant for you will come to you. But put the focus on you, the focus on being the best you can be for yourself, not for anybody else. Be the best you can be for you. Like that's the most important thing. That's what I feel. How's everybody today? Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. What's funny? Okay, so before we get into, like, I'm stuttering. What's the hell? What's that about? Okay, so before we get into this, now, one of the things that I discovered about myself, which I never knew, I enjoy coloring. Now, I was never artistic ever. Like I can draw Fred Flintstone, but that's about the top of it. And that's just something the teacher showed me when I was in the 6th grade and I for some reason remembered how to do it. But there are adult coloring books and they range from every aspect to, bouquets of flowers to mandalas, whatever but it definitely is a way to just for you, you get in that alpha wavelength when you do. It's like a meditation for you, basically. So I just get these glitter pens or pencil, or I like the markers, and I'll color like books and books. Now I have some family members and friends of family members that like to they're on the naughty side and they'll get me those naughtier coloring books. And so there's a joke about me coloring just the thing anyway, but that's a whole nother story. So it does help. Try it if it's a hobby that you could just do and just relax. It's kind of like just reading. It's like meditative. So yeah, I just like there's adult coloring books, and you can just sit there for hours, or either paint by numbers. You can even do that on your phone, where you just really are. They have apps to do that, where you can actually paint a picture, and it is it helps you to meditate. It helps you to clear your mind because you're focused on something else. So if you're really just in a place where you're feeling kind of sad or whatever, this will help to like take your mind off of what you're thinking, because you're focused on, you know, staying in the lines and that kind of thing. So it's a good thing. Yeah, if you're artistic and you can draw, just get into that. Take the time, focus on things that you love to do, things that you're talented at. It does take you out of that mind space where you're micro focused on somebody or something. This will help you to restructure yourself. It does help. It definitely does help. Let's get a couple more in the room, and then we'll get into the reading. Hope everybody's doing well. I know the energy has been kind of crazy the last couple of weeks. It's been intense. It's been really intense. But to me, I muscle through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it pushing. I'm not gonna reflect on it, or I mean, and I'm feeling like skillet in the back of my head sometimes. But and this morning, like, I woke up with my third eye on fire, so to speak. It was burning all the way through. I literally could feel it burning all the way through me. But it's part of what I'm dealing with anyway. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to face the shadow side too. We don't learn from unicorns and rainbows. We learn from adversity. We have to go through some things in order to come out the other side, right? But go through it with the mindset. It's not what you're going through, it's your attitude that determines the outcome, right? So if you stay positive and say, what is the lesson I need to learn here? What is it that I need to understand in this? What am I holding, what am I holding myself back with? So focus on what you are holding yourself back with. There's something that you've got to release. Do that shadow work. Find a quiet place and just relax and visualize the first time that you felt hurt or something that was life changing, because we've all had those instances where what the actual act, so whatever took place, changed us. You're forever changed by an incident. Visualize it. Watch it in your mind like a third party, like you're watching a movie, and visualize whatever is happening. You see yourself pulling back the cup. The cup is representing the power that somebody took away from you in that instance. So if this is between you and somebody where they really did an unthinkable thing, and your power was taken away from you, you pull that cup back, representing the power that you gave away in that instance. Empty out whatever's in that cup and pull it back to you empty, right? And then visualize you holding a sword. The sword is you forgiving the trespass. Like, this can no longer harm me. This is how forgiveness isn't about the person that hurt you. It's about you letting go of the pain they caused you. And so visualize releasing that pain and saying, I no longer will allow this to harm me or hurt me in any way. And you lay down the sword. Right. So visualize that, write down how you feel about the situation. And you're going to notice, if you do that from adolescence all the way to adulthood, that there's going to be a pattern on what triggers you. So make sure that um, you recognize what that is. And then once you do that, you put that in God's hands and release it. And I'm telling you, at the end of that, you will not feel grudgeful towards anybody. And, I have somebody say the other day that cancers hold grudges. That's not true. I don't feel that at all. I don't hold grudges against anybody. I forgive all trespasses because I don't allow anybody's shit to bother me. Not on a daily. I'm going to be unaffected because I'm going to continue to forgive what's happening. Now, do I need to handle some of that? Yeah, absolutely. And I will. And I do. But I also know that me holding on to what somebody did to me is only hurting me. It's not hurting them. They don't even realize or care that they've hurt you at this point. So, they do what they did what they did, right? And you can either continue to hold on to it, or you can leave it at the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where I leave it. I don't carry the bullshit. I have no intention of carrying anybody's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a wasted space. You're absolutely right about that. It's time to just be happy. Good morning, Teresa. Um, is it Lucia? Good morning, Lucia. Good morning, Tav. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into it. It's a slow morning. Let's find out what the cards want to say, what they want to talk about. Good morning. Okay, so we got give it time and we got open your heart. So, the best revenge is living well, right? The best revenge to somebody who is being nasty to you is to go about your day with a smile on your face, because that'll piss them off more than anything in the world. They cannot handle the fact that you're still happy, that you're still standing, that you're not bothered by their nonsense, right? And pray for them. Here's the thing: when you forgive people and you let that shit go, then you can pray for your enemy, or they're not really your enemy, you're their enemy, right? They look at it differently than you do. Pray for their soul, pray for them to find light, pray for them to be happy, pray for them to move forward and to be productive and live their best life, right? You don't have to be mean, you don't have to be hateful or anything. You can just forgive them, move on, and pray for them, because then you're going to find that you're not one bit bothered. You're not even It's not even a thought in your head. So we got the woman, we got the crossroads, we've got give it time, and we got open your heart. So you may be back and forth about this, giving it time or opening your heart. You may be hesitant. You may be trying to figure out how to go in that direction. You may feel like that you kind of stuck and you don't know which way to go. I feel like you're going to navigate this. I feel like everything's going to be okay. Tell me about all 12 signs, starting with Aries. Hey, Wendy. Good morning, dear. I love Elton John. I do. I've always loved Candle in the Wind, all of those songs. Oh, he has quite a few that I grew up in the Elton John era. Just like the Rod Stewart era. They all were in, and they still are. Um, they still sell out stadiums wherever they go. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aries, they're trying to cut out a broken heart. If you're dealing with a Taurus, either they feel like you're the emperor here, King of Cups, Cancer, that you're the emperor. If you're dealing with a Gemini, someone's moving on from some betrayal. If you're dealing with another Cancer, somebody's trying to attack your wish fulfillment. Haters are going to hate, guys. Let them hate. That's only telling you how miserable they are. It doesn't have to be you. You don't have to live in that shit. you don't you don't have to live in that crap. Well, I appreciate that, Lucia. I appreciate that. Thank you. If you're dealing with a Leo, I feel like they're resisting taking a leap of faith. They're very resistant to it. If you're dealing with a Virgo, um, they don't want to talk about the drama. They don't want to talk about the drama here. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to hear about it because they're probably the one doing it. Okay. Just saying. If you're dealing with a Libra, I feel like there's strong emotions about a family situation here. I feel like there's strong emotions. I don't believe that you're hiding a family situation. I believe there's something hidden in a family. It could be something's hidden in a family situation, or you have strong emotions about a family situation. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I don't know if it's somebody wants to reconcile and it's causing them sleepless nights. Or their judgment is that they can't sleep. They're in their head too much. They've got so many thoughts. It may be about their own judgment, about their own thoughts. It could go either way for Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, it's been a long time coming for you, pre-Empress energy. Whatever this is with this person, it's been going on for a long time between the two of you. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, you could be trapped in your head about them, or they could be trapped in their head about you. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're at a crossroads about an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, they have some regrets when it comes to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an Empress in the minor arcana. Boy, that chat just filled up like boom. Okay, so let's get into this. You got them on silent mode. Well, Cairo, the best thing for you to do, dear, is visualize pulling the cord to you, right? Visualize this person standing next to you and put a big pink bubble of light around them. And that's almost like you giving them a hug. So, no matter what, I mean, if it's your twin, then that cord is between the two of you and you can just send your love to that person. That does, that could give them a warm feeling because they are your person, right? Tav, when you get your bracelets, I want you to get a flat of selenite. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Where do I have one? Oh, I have one over here. Hold on. One sec. Get you a slab of selenite. Selenite charges your bracelets. Now, I have them in towers and different things. I just lay them on there. They charge it. This is what I put my I have a tower in my bathroom, and whenever I take my bracelets off, when I take my shower, I put them on the tower to charge. Okay. So this recharges it, but it does not cleanse it. To cleanse it, you need to run it through the smoke. Like I have smoke here, you run it through the smoke. So you want to cleanse it with smoke. There's a lot of different stones that you cannot put in water. Selenite is one of them. You don't put selenite in water, nor does it need to be cleansed. It does not need to be cleansed. It is a charger, right? And it is a protector. It's a stone that you want to have around you all the time. Now, like I have a piece here, which is just a heart. So, but it's got wings etched in it. But it's a nice. It gives you really good energy. So, just like with all of them, like this one's, I always keep like carnelian handy. I wear carnelian, but carnelian brings in your energy. It helps you so much. It really brings up that energy. It hold it into, let me put my bracelet back on. Hold it in your left hand. If you're right-handed, hold it in your left hand. If you want it going towards you to give you energy, hold it in your left hand. If you're sending out something to the world, like you want to be powerful at something, like if you want to come across, powerful in a moment, do it in your right hand. So yeah, to charge your energy. I have all kinds of different stones over here. One for protection. Hold them in your hands. Keep that energy with you. Now, I'm a stickler about things like this. I don't let people handle my cards. I don't let people, like my stones, they have my energy on them. They're not necessarily for other people to touch. It's got my energy on it. So the same thing with the bracelets, just make sure that you cleanse them with either you can sage or Palo Santo or incense, anything that's going to bring in that cleansing energy. And do it regularly, keep them, always keep them. Now, I can tell another thing you're going to notice too, when you have bracelets on and you have negative energy coming to you, my bracelets tighten up around my wrist when there's an issue. I can tell the energy by my bracelets clenching up. Like I can literally feel them tighten up around my wrist. So, but I deal with energy on a daily basis. So anyway, okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this reading for you guys. You're kind of, I feel like you're at a crossroads about giving something time and opening your heart. I feel like the opening of your heart for you is about you, opening your own heart to you. Maybe you need some self-care, self-love, like I was talking to Cairo about. Maybe why this is coming up. Tell me what's happening. There may have been an argument over a third-party relationship that sent somebody packing. So I feel like you have an argument with a third party. You have the relationship and somebody moving on. So if you got in an argument about a third party, there will be a new beginning here. There will be a new beginning. You're coming in a masculine energy. There will be a new beginning here. I feel like you're going to move forward and you are going to reconcile here. So with this King of Cups, that being you, Cancer, and your masculine energy, and you have the 10 of Pentacles, something long-term and committed. You have the Chariot, making the right decisions to move forward to success, and you got the Judgment card to reconcile, having a new passionate beginning. But again, this is you being at a crossroads. This is that you're juggling, you're back and forth. Even though this is the Two of Pentacles, it's still the same thing. You're back and forth about what direction to go in or what to do for your own wish fulfillment. You will take that leap of faith and come out of the cold, but there's a karmic cycle that needs to close. Whatever happened needs to stop, right? So there's an energy of stopping something and starting something new. Something has come full circle. Enough is enough. This is what we got to do to get to the next level here, right? This is why you're coming in very strategic. Like you're determined to move forward because what it's clarifying is your wish fulfillment. So you being very strategic about your wish fulfillment. You want what you want. You do want what you want. Even though this person, now it doesn't matter what sign your person is, they're coming in as a King of Pentacles, somebody who's solid, stable, dependable energy. But this person may have betrayed you, causing a tower moment, right? Obsessed. What are they obsessed with? Obsessed with watching and being patient. Okay, why does this person, you got to look at things from a different perspective. My question is, when I saw that, I was going to say the question is, why does this person get off on hurting you and then watching your reaction? Like, that's kind of sadistic, don't you think? Why do they go out of their way to hurt you with the 10 swords in your back, betray you, but then turn around and watch and see what your reaction is? That to me says this person's a narcissist. They get off on that. That's how they get their jollies. You know, again, if this is your emperor that's acting this way, the biggest lesson that the emperor learns is to break the ego. He has to break his own ego. His ego has to die to self. At the end of the day, that's not creepy. Not at all. Why you having to look at this from a different perspective? This is part of his journey. This is part of his journey. If this is your twin, this is part of his journey. And, it sounds like he has assholeitis, right? That he has to go out of his way to hurt people and watch your reaction, see how you're going to react to it, right? My twin did that to me a couple of times. He did. And I'm going to tell you, the hardest thing for the masculine is to break that ego. Ours is to learn our worth and value, because I want you to realize, as a feminine energy, it's like you're being, it's almost like you're being oppressed. You're being oppressed in some way, right? Every female on the planet, has gone through some kind of where somebody wanted us under their thumb kind of thing, right? And not literally, but figuratively, so at the end of the day, knowing our worth and value and knowing that we can stand up for ourselves and we can be just fine by ourselves is a task all into itself, right? And, there's so many strong women in this world right now, and it's throwing all the masculine energy off. They don't like it. Now they call us feminist, and we don't want babies, and we don't want this, and we don't want that. No, we just don't want anybody treating us like crap. That's what we just don't want anybody treating us like shit. Okay. Tell me about this. Tell me about this. See, somebody is very resistant because you're trapped in your head about how to move forward. You've got to do some soul searching here. This is about you getting some clarity about a past mistake. You're looking back at it, right? But you're resisting something because you're trapped in your head. You're resisting. You can't get the act out of your head long enough to be able to move forward so that you can see something clearly, get some clarity, gain some perspective. You need to take time out for yourself to really do some soul searching, not about what this person did in the past, but on how you're dealing with what this person did in the past. You overcoming what this obstacle is, right? Getting this clarity, really going within for yourself to understand that, look, I've got to get past this somehow. I've got to deal with this somehow. And that's a healing process. It's just the healing process that you're going through. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So for you, the harsh truth for you is that you've got to take that leap to move forward. You've got to get past this. You can't, let me turn my phone off. Hold on one sec. Okay. I set my alarm and then forgot to turn the phone off. You've got to take that leap to move forward. You've got to take that risk for yourself. There's a choice. There's a choice. It's I almost feel like it's passionate communication or emotional communication. You have a choice. Are you going to be angry, or are you going to not be angry in a situation? Now, I almost feel like this is down the road. I don't even feel like for this you can be angry at what they're saying is you can communicate with this person and be angry, or you have a choice to block this, block these strong emotions. Block the strong emotions. Because at this point, if you have the opportunity, you're going to stay and fight with somebody, or are you going to block the strong emotions and focus on you? Focus on you moving past this, right? There's an opportunity for this to have a partnership, but somebody's got to get past this. See, this is the intention. When somebody is going to betray you and then they're going to watch and see your reaction, that's because they're a Five of Swords. They're in that Five of Swords mode. They want to win at all costs by mind games and manipulation. This is where they're at. They're very immature, to be honest with you. If they're in this narcissistic, this is my narcissist card, narcissistic energy. You just need to cut this person out. Sometimes stepping away and them not being able to have access to you will make them straighten themselves up, right? Sometimes when they don't have the access they need, or they crave, because you won't pay any attention to them, that shows that you're standing in your power. Is making your hair silver. Well, it's a damn good thing that you're a super high lift blonde, and they won't show. They'll look like shimmering highlights. Oh, Cairo, I think my whole head is gray. If it wasn't for dye, I don't know what I would do. My hairdresser says my hair's normal in the back, but in the front, 100% gray. 100. Oh, I got to color my hair on Saturday. So yeah, my roots are showing for sure. Platinum and silver. There you go. Very popular. See, trending, and see, it's just look at it as glitter highlights. That's hilarious. Okay, so what do we got? So you're cutting out this person in their because it's illuminated. You see what this person's up to. You know what they're up to. This person gets off on what they're doing, and best thing you can do is just cut them out. They're going to regret it. They're going to regret this. This is why they're going to regret this. There's a relationship here. They're going to regret because you are the Empress, right? So they're playing these games, and it's childish. This would be when somebody is in that Knight of Wands energy, very low vibrational, very immature kind of energy, and this is the reason they're acting the way they're acting. And I feel like you cutting them off and ignoring them and focusing on you is it's going to get the reaction out of them, which is they're going to grow from it because they're not going to be getting access to you, right? So they're being cut off, and then they're having to deal with why they're being cut off, right? Good morning, Michelle. So someone could be very strategic. They're coming in as an air sign. They're coming in as being cold, being calculated. Tell me about this. Yeah, my phone is going off like crazy. Okay. Tell me about cancer. Tell me about cancer. Okay. I'm feeling you're at a crossroads because you're feeling a little defeated. You don't know what to do. They're saying to move on. Somebody's being very cold and calculated with you. Their intentions are to upset you or to get a rise out of you somehow. I almost feel like the first thing I felt just now when I said that was somebody's, they get excited. They get excited when they, like you feel their blood pressure going up. This person is getting excited when they can piss you off. It's almost they get a charge out of it. You're feeling fragile. You're feeling like you don't know where to go, which direction, but they're telling you to let it go, move on. Move on from it. Now, understand if this is a twin flame journey, they're telling you to break free from this for a minute so that you can gain perspective and you can learn your lesson and you can deal with you, right? You don't need to worry about your twin 24/7. They've got lessons they've got to learn on their own without you. They definitely have to learn their own lessons. They're going to reconcile the deception with you. There's going to be an apology. See, here's the thing. If they want access to you, they're going to own their shit. Now, you know that this person, you will never break free you can't break free forever. No, you can't. You can't. You can't cut the cord, guys. If you are a twin, yes, I know you're trying to chew it off. You're trying to take a chainsaw to it. You're trying to cut the cord. I mean, I have slammed it in the door, ran it over with a truck. I have done everything I could possibly think of to break that cord between me and my twin. It is the most frustrating thing in the world, but you cannot break free from it. So if you can't beat them, join them. Go to the front of that roller coaster and ride it like it's your bitch. I'm telling you. If I got to be in this, I'm going to be in the front seat and I'm going to be in control. I'm going to be handling it. Right? So you're going to see that if you were in the back of it, you're going to end up going to the front of it because you have gained so much perspective going from the back to the front. This is part of this, guys. I'm telling you. I really just need to sit down and write a book about my experience so you guys understand, starting out with nothing, not knowing a damn thing. And this was just like something that just came and just knocked me off my feet. And knowing that now, looking back now, had I not gone through everything I had gone through in life, at that point, that's why they had my journey so late in life, because there was so many lessons I had to overcome. I wouldn't have been able to handle it. But look at this. You get a victory here. There is a victory here. It will be successful for you. Right? You're going to be trapped in your head, but you're going to get a victory. This person's going to have to own their shit in order to get access to you again. When you cut them off and they can't feel you or you pull away from them, the worst thing in the world you can do is pull away from a twin, because that other twin feels that pull away. And ask any of the twins that are here that when they cut their energy off from their person, how fast they hear from their person. When you do not give them access to you and you're working on you, they cannot handle the fact they can't see over the fence. They can't see what you're doing. They don't know what's happening. And it makes them nuts. It makes them freaking nuts. You moving forward here manifests this new beginning. You moving away from them manifested this new beginning. I'm telling you, that's what they're saying exactly. Like, you're saying no more. So now they got to reconcile their deception and apologize. They can't get you out of their head, and they want a victory too. They also want a victory. Moving forward, manifesting a new passionate beginning with somebody from the past. This person has to own their shit to come back to you. You have to realize that there's more than one way to, and I don't want to say this on to skin something. Let me just put it that way. You know, when somebody acts crazy and treats you some kind of way, there's more than one way to handle it, right? And when you handle it the right way, then um, you'll see the results, right? You'll see the results of this. This person was like, I don't know what to do to come out of the cold, but I better think about it. I better think about it. I better go within. I better think about what I need to do to get access to them again. You separating from this person, they're telling you, my guides told me, let it go, Barbara, let it go, let it go, let it go. And I was like, how can I let it go when I'm constantly being pounded on by somebody I can't see, right? Because I was under attack left and right, because the person I deal with is an astro traveler. And it's not even like there's, the one thing I have learned is they don't respond to God consciousness, right? Well, of course she doesn't, because first of all, she's as evil as she could possibly be, and she's a witch that astro travels, right? But how do you defend yourself against something you can't see? And they're telling you to let it go. How can you let it go when you're being attacked? It's like, to me, I was like, guys, this doesn't make any sense. How am I supposed to let this go? Yeah, she can have him if she wants him. Here, let me give him to you. You can have him, but the cord's still attached to me. His feelings for me are still there. She knows that. That's why she's doing what she's doing. It's a vicious circle. It is a vicious circle, okay? But you can overcome it. You can. Like, I mean, if you guys could see what goes through my head at night when I can feel the energy on me and someone's messing with me, I mean, I literally am having a full-on fist fight with her in my head. I mean, a full-on, like I'm beating absolute shit out of her in my head. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was just like, I'm about done with this. And, I even visualized, grabbing her silver cord and using it like a lasso to throw her across the universe. You visualize it, and it becomes, when you can't see it, then what your thoughts are is what's happening, right? So I have taken my power back and that's probably why I woke up today feeling like my brain's on fire, because of what I'm visualizing doing to her while she's messing with me. So yeah, it's a process, guys. It is a huge process. Yeah, so let's see what else happens. There's going to be communication where this person has learned their lesson. This is funny right here. They're going to tell you, okay, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Yeah. There's a lot of lessons to be learned there, for sure. But keep in mind, guys, we signed up for this. We knew what was going to happen to us before we even got here. Yeah, you do. You can't lay down and take it. You cannot, when somebody is messing with you and you call in your guides. Now it's different. I want you to realize now your guides are helping you spiritually against anything, any kind of negative energy coming towards you that is on the other side. Your guides can, what are they supposed to do when a person astro travels and the person is still alive? That's a whole different ball of wax. And for me, why wasn't it being stopped? The reason it wasn't being stopped is because this person's they're still alive. This is somebody's will that they're casting at me. Now, my guides can intervene when they can. They protect my energy if she conjures or anything like that. But when it's just her coming into my energy to mess with me, that's a whole nother thing. Now, that's something I need to learn to defend. Some of you guys, I wish that mine was just witchcraft somebody was just doing on me, because I could snatch that in the air, no problem. Okay. It's a whole different ball of wax when you have somebody doing that who astro travels. I keep telling her I'm one car away from wearing an orange jumpsuit. One car ride away, honey. It's like, there's a reason. And I have to say this, a long time ago, I used to have a reader read me that was here locally. And this was in the beginning when I didn't know what else to do. So that's where I turned, right? And that's where I went. And she helped me immensely. I mean, she was probably the beginning of me being on my path for here, right? But she tells me that you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. There's so many things that I learned from that experience that is invaluable to me now, because how do you deal with somebody who's doing this? And it's just amazing to me. It's definitely an interesting journey. I feel like for you guys, I almost feel like there is. Okay, so you got divorced, but you guys aren't married. But the experiences, they're bleak. Everything is, it's like you feel like there's so much negativity going on around you. Where you don't want divorce, you want the honeymoon phase. You want everything to be beautiful. You want to get back to the energy that you had in the beginning, like before everything's been blocked or people are interfering or whatever's happening. You're trying to get back to that beginning where you felt that euphoric feeling with this person, right? When everything was, coming up roses, so to speak. Has to do with this relationship when it was solid and stable and dependable. But now you're walking away trapped in your head about this partnership. You don't know which way to go. You need strength. It's illuminated. You need strength because there's a choice to be made. You're manifesting rushing away from this. And it's almost like you have to get away from this. You have to get away from this. You have an opportunity for your wish fulfillment in divine timing. So they're telling you, you'll get what you want when it's time for you to get it. Right now, it's time for you to learn the lessons. I mean, it can't be more, I keep asking myself, for my own self, is there still lessons that I need to learn? And they're telling me, no, you've already learned the lessons you need to learn. You're where you need to be. Okay, so why is this shit still happening then? Because it's her lessons to learn. Well, why are you using me as a pawn in her? Like, can we just cut that cord? I mean, cut that cord. It's like, why, well, because I'm strong enough to handle it is why. That's the whole thing. I'm strong enough to handle whatever's happening. And this is like, maybe it's my lesson to teach her. So maybe it's me teaching her a lesson instead of me looking at it like, why are you guys putting me here for her to learn a lesson? Well, maybe it's me that needs to teach her the lesson. So you have to look at it from all angles, guys, all angles. The only reason I'm being kept in this nonsense is because I'm there to teach her a lesson now. I don't know what that lesson is right now, but hopefully they'll give it to me quickly so we can end this bullshit. I'm telling you, it is nonsense. So between this whole situation, I can completely relate to that. And it happens to be, do we have any new love? Kathy, that's not coming up. Yeah, we're all done with a narcissist. We are all done with a narcissist. I feel like what we're all going through in this world is, but they're there to teach you a lesson. You realize that, right? The lesson is, look who you are now because of that person. Did you overcome some obstacles with this person? Did they teach you to love yourself first? What was the lesson that you learned out of it? You probably learned to love yourself first because you're ready for new love. You're ready for somebody who's wanting you. Kathy, you have love coming towards you. I don't even have to read the cards to tell you that. I feel it right now. You have somebody coming towards you that's going to give you what you're looking for. But can just continue to be patient and work on yourself because it's coming. Yeah, you do need some healing. Everybody needs healing, Cairo. Every single person needs healing. We all go through things in our life that we hold on to, we get insecure about, we feel some kind of way about. You're not meant to do that. You're meant to fill your heart with joy and happiness and be kind to others. And you want unicorns and rainbows, you got to go through the fire first, right? You come out the other side and you're going to, because you've survived all of the nonsense that you've had to go through in your life. And this is for everybody, not just twins, okay? Not everybody is a twin. So at the end of the day, a lot of twins are drawn to me because I am a twin, right? Because that's my journey. So that's primarily why I talk on it so much. It is a journey that so many people need help with that are twins because it is difficult to navigate. Absolutely the hardest thing you would ever want. Never fantasize about a twin flame. Always look for your soulmate. Look for a soulmate. Look for somebody that you're on the same page with, that makes you laugh, that you enjoy their company, that they look good, they're right up, they ring your bell, okay? Look for that person. Don't look for a twin. Do not look for a twin because it's like you want to talk about a nightmare. You talk about a nightmare. There's love there. There's very intense love there, but it's a nightmare. It is, because there's so much bullshit that you have to overcome. But I'm going to tell you, everything is for a reason, because you have to be strong enough to handle the journey. And the journey has nothing to do with the romance. The journey is raising the vibration of other people around you. Everybody has soulmates. Everybody has soulmates. Even twin flames have soulmates. I married 2 of my soulmates, but they weren't my twin flame, right? Your dog could be your soulmate. Your best friend could be your soulmate. Your kid could be your soulmate. Everybody's got soulmates. You've got people here that were put on your path. You were destined to cross the path of every person that crosses your path. That was your destiny. Everybody that walks past you, every single person that walks past you or in your life, anybody that you talk to, that was meant to happen. Now they say we have free will, but I feel pretty much that everything is predestined. Your life is predestined. Do you have the right to choose left or right? Yeah, you do. You do. While you're in that mix, everything that was meant to happen is going to happen. And you're going to also sit back and go one day, wow, that makes sense now. So it's intense, guys. It really is. Okay. Let me find out what's going to be the outcome here. I feel like the outcome for the 2 of you is this person's going to see the error of their ways, because you have put them at arm's length, right? You have put this person at arm's length. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to deal with them. And the fact that you've turned your back on them is killing them. So then they have to own their shit in order to get back in your good graces. They have to own it. They have to own it. And this is going to be difficult for this person to own it, especially when they're a narcissist and they know they did it intentionally. Right? So they have to come face to face with their own ego. Like, why would I treat her that way? Now I can't stand the fact that I can't have access to her. She won't let me near her. Then they're going to start feeling that love for you and then having to recognize and own their own shit. Right? That's how it works. You guys are all funny. Yeah. You know, the real Empress, I'm going to tell you, this is so many of our story that, especially if we're on this journey and we have to recognize that we have to take a step back and we have to, and it's not sometimes for us, it's for them. Good morning, Lee. How are you, dear? See, cycles. Look at this. Everything has to come to an end, right? You got a cycle here that has to come to an end. And that cycle is how this person is very cold and calculated and how they're acting crazy with you, right? They don't have to be an air sign. It's just them being very non-emotional, not wearing their heart on a sleeve, but very calculated, really in their head and how they treat you, because the air signs there's an intention to win. There's definitely an intention to win. So if they were cheating or if they were doing other things, they're now going to start cooperating with you. Now it's time for them to cooperate with you. Well, yeah, because here's the thing. I feel like similarities in twins it's pretty much the same, guys. Everybody goes through certain things, and it's unexplainable. You can't really talk about it to other people because you feel like they're going to want to put you in a psych ward. But it's real. It's as real as it could be, but people don't understand it. They think, oh, that's crazy. Well, because that's not their journey. It's your journey, right? So this is something you have to overcome. Yeah, this person is coming in as an air sign, but I feel like that could be any sign. Right, because it's the Emperor in a lower vibration, because this person's in a lower vibration. He wants to be with you. See, he wants a new passionate beginning in a relationship with his partner. He wants to communicate to you that he sees things now from a different perspective. Yeah. I can remember the last day I was with the reason that my second marriage broke up and what was said, and it was like it was over in an instant. And then until he moved out, I wouldn't even speak to him. I was like, we got nothing to talk about, kind of thing. So, and then his mouth, what came out of his mouth was, I should have never called you out your name. I should have never called you out of your name. I should have never talked to you like that, right? Because he saw it from a different perspective when he didn't have access to me anymore, right? That does happen, guys. It happens for everybody. When you pull your energy away from somebody because it's like, we are not doing this anymore. This is a done deal. Now look at the regret. Look at the shame. Look at the guilt that this person has because they now have to see the error of their own ways, right? Looking at their own things from their own perspective, seeing that, right? And then being very emotional to communicate that. Like this person feels like they're like it broke them. It broke them. But they broke themselves, but they can't blame you for that. Do you see what I'm saying? They broke themselves with their own actions. This is something they had to come across. They regret things from the past. See, this person is feeling shame and guilt because of how they treated you and what they did to you, right? And guess who it is? Emperor energy. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can't make this shit up. Okay. This is how this person is going to understand at the end of the day what they did to you and why they did it. But then at the end of the day, they have to take control of their own self. This isn't just this person stands in control. This person has to control themselves. They know the truth here. They know the truth now. This person is very well aware, and now they want to reconcile with you, right? They may have betrayed you, and then they waited because you were very guarded. They couldn't have access. You would not let them move forward here. They tried to rush in. but you made the choice because of their burden. This is you taking your power back, guys. That's what this is. This is you standing in your own power and loving yourself first. And once you do that, once you love yourself first, you can love anybody. You got plenty of it to go around. Love and kindness is free. It can be given at any time with no problem. It's like an endless amount. Okay, Jean and PK, do you have any questions for me? Um, TA, if you're a twin, you can't move on from your twin. You can step back and let them learn the error of their ways, but you're still meant to help raise the vibration. You're helping your twin to learn the lesson. More than likely, the lessons are being learned because of a third party. But if there's not a third party and this person's the narcissist and they're trying to control you somehow, now if you're not a twin, you absolutely can move on. You have the choice to leave somebody that you're not energetically connected to. You can go find whatever you want to find in life. But if you're a twin, you're kind of still waiting for what you're meant to have, and it will be there in divine timing. Loose cannon, I'm not doing individual readings today. If you want to book a reading with me, I do have a 3-question reading for, and you can use a $10 discount. So it's only like $25 for a 3-question reading with a discount. But I'm not doing them. Yours is really long. Yours is really. What do you need to know regarding Capricorn, PK? Hold on one sec. Let me get you. I'm just doing the moderators right now. Oh, she's talking to Virgo daily. Okay. It could be. It could be. Okay. Well, I'll dive into that in just a second. Okay. So, PK, what do you need to know about Capricorn? So, your Empress energy, he's coming in as the King of Swords. He's being very strategic right now. He's waiting. He's been waiting a long time. He's been waiting a long time because of this Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands is the one who's causing the delays here. She could be putting spells on the two of you, because when I clarify the two of you, I get an illusion, right? And then her working on something that she's going to end up regretting. See, I feel like for you guys, there is a reconciliation with him, and he's going to come in and offer his cup. Now, I feel like she's going to end up regretting it because it's not working for her. Well, her shit's not working. She's under the bottom of the deck. She's watching. She's got her eye on the situation. She's got her eye on the situation. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. There's no equal give and take in the relationship between him and her anymore. She's not getting out of it what she wants, right? And she's brokenhearted. right? So he's going to come back towards you wanting to reconcile because he knows the truth in the situation. He is knowing the truth and he's going to communicate it. He's going to be honest with you. And she's going to continue to watch. She's going to continue to watch and needing to recover. She's trying to find out. She's trying to get some clarity if he has apologized to you. She's going to wonder if he is still coming towards you. It's going to be making her nuts. You watch. You watch. Okay, so you want to know about F and tell me about F and Virgo. What's happening between F and Virgo? Is she the one blocking Jean and Virgo? Tell me about F and Virgo. He has to make a choice here about a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles. He's back and forth trying to look at things from a different perspective. Because there's a partnership that's been going on for a long time. That's been waiting a long time. Okay. That would be, I feel like that's you. I feel like the partnership, Gene, is you, that you've waited for a long time. Okay. So he's got to see something from a different perspective. Tell me about this. Tell me about F. Tell me about F. Too long. Yeah, I know. Someone's manifesting a new passionate beginning. But the truth is, he's in a low vibration of the Emperor. The truth is he needs to reconcile his own unhappiness because of some deception. Oh, yeah. I feel like she has manipulated him somehow. When I'm verifying the magician and there's deception back and forth where the King of Pentacles is concerned, this is between someone maybe back and forth about the truth, juggling the truth. But it's almost like there's deception where the King of Pentacles is concerned, but it may be because of, manifesting deception. Could be spell work. See, this is the weapon that they use to get what they want, right? This is the weapon they use. That's their weapon of choice. When I'm talking about F, tell me about F. Tell me about F. So maybe it's her energy that I'm picking up on, Jean. Maybe it's her energy and not the ex-wife. But I'm still picking up on energy of somebody who knows about you. He's mastering his emotions for a commitment, but it's not, I don't feel like he's having sleepless nights about this. Tell me about F. Yeah. That's her energy. She is the one who's causing the problems here. So she's rushing in to attack and cause a tower moment. There you go. There you go. So I feel like this is what she's trying to do. She's manipulating the situation. She's attacking, causing a tower. It's almost like she's attacking his foundation, the attack of the tower. This is like, look at this they're showing me this in my head. And that's why I need to say what I'm saying. When back in the day, back in the mid, the Dark Ages, that kind of thing. That's how they attacked the home, the foundation. They attacked the tower, right? This person's attacking the tower, the foundation of him. So they're showing me this as if they're rushing the castle, so to speak. So I feel like for her, she is manipulating, she is attacking the foundation of whatever he has. And the foundation of whatever he has, if you're his twin, is the foundation of your relationship. The connection between the two of you. So if she's attacking him, she's attacking you. So protect your energy. So this is the person that is the one coming, that you're thinking she doesn't know about me. I have to tell you, dear, I could spot. I'm going to tell you about how well I knew my husband, and just because I'm a woman, had nothing to do with my abilities or anything. Attacking him, like she could be doing witchcraft on him. She could be doing sex magic on him. She could be doing love spells on him. She's attacking the foundation of the relationship. She's attacking the cord that's attached to the two of you. So, she could be a karmic to him. She's meant to teach a lesson. So, but what I was going to say is, even when my husband had his back to me when we were in bed, if he had his back to me, I could tell you if his eyes were open. Women know. We know. We are like bloodhounds. We know. You're going to know what somebody acts like, or yeah, you're going to know. You're going to know. Here's the thing, Jean, if this is your twin, that love can never be changed. I'm going to tell you, I don't care how many people come towards him. There's only, in a twin, one thing I realize is, the twin can love other people, but they'll never be in love with anybody but their twin. You can love other people, but you'll never be in love with another person like you love your twin. There's no competition there when it comes to his heart for you. There's no competition. You can't stop what he does at this time, but I feel like for her, there's going to be a lesson learned. He's going to learn it. And maybe she's the one to teach him what he needs to know. I know you feel that in your heart that you won't accept him, but I promise you, in divine timing, you will accept him. It's just like, you can't get away with it any more than he is. But that's also how, I felt that way too. I can tell you, I felt that way too. And then there were times when I said, you know what, y'all can have him. Kai, I wasn't really doing questions, but I mean, I can't deny you a question if the one I'm thinking of, is he my twin flame? Tell me about. Yeah, no, I understand. I'm the same way. Jean, I'm the same way. But when it came to my twin, the minute our eyes locked on one another, it was like there was nothing, there was no problem. There was no problem. And my twin thought that, I even have a video of my twin saying I sent him a Christmas present, and he said it's not heavy enough to be coal, because he knew he was going to get a lump of coal in his stocking, right? But he knew. But then the minute we would see each other, it would be just like, let me hug you. I just want to hug you. Well, then if he's not your twin, that's a whole different ball of wax. You have every right to feel how you feel. But I'm going to tell you, you wouldn't feel so strongly towards somebody that isn't your twin. You would be moving on so much easier if he wasn't your twin. You could move on from this. There would be no holding you back. So, I mean, to me, and this is the fact about me as am being a twin, I have never had a problem turning my back on somebody. When I said it was over, it was done, and it was over, and that was it. There was no getting back across that line. I was not going to play that game with anybody. It didn't matter if they were a friend, a family member. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who it was. When I was done, I was done. Right? When it came to my twin, I did not have that option. There was nothing, it didn't matter what happened. That love for him was still there and it was intense. Okay. So that's one of the ways you'll know. And like if you can cut the cord and move on from somebody, they are just a soulmate. There's nobody in this world worth waiting for if this is not your twin flame. Because there's 8 billion people on this planet and there's love for everybody everywhere. Yeah, but if this is your twin, you are stuck where you're at. There's no getting past it. Okay, so Kai is the one you're thinking of. The one I'm thinking of, is he your twin flame? Is Kai's person that she thinks about her twin flame? Yes. Yes. Is he a Gemini? Is he a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn? Kai, is he a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? He's in a low vibration. He's in his lowest vibration, but you're definitely the Empress here. Okay. And this is something that needs to heal. You're wishing for the truth. You want an apology. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody walked away. He's Leo. Well, he's in the energy. He's in the energy of a King of Pentacles, solid, stable, dependable kind of thing. There may be a third party involved as well. There's an option causing drama. There's a choice that this person's making. There's a choice between two here. Okay, my loves, I will catch you Monday. We have some exciting news, but we have to wait until Monday because we're going to talk about it this weekend and put all the things in place. Hi, Iron Tarot. How are you? We'll talk about it on Monday. And I wish everybody a happy week. Stay positive. We are almost through this retrograde, guys. We just have like another week and then it goes into the shadow phase. So we're almost through all of this bullshit. It's been heavy energy. It's been really heavy, but we will get through this. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. And stay blessed, my friends. Stay blessed. And I will see you on Monday on Quartz Rose Tarot at 10 o'clock. Have a great week.